our bitrate's fine. I think it's YouTube.
It does this every time.
Oh?
Now are we live? Hello?
Okay, this time we're live.
Okay.
Hi, we just did a show. You guys missed it
No one was there. It's a
because
super exclusive secret show.
YouTube doesn't start our streams ever.
Mm-hmm.
We hit start and it doesn't go. I was just talking about how my Sims made it through college.
And I'm proud
They
of
graduated.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
2 of them graduated. One of them is taking a part-time semester kind of dealio because she's pregnant. Oops.
Oops.
Oopsies. Howdy, hello. It's Monday. Sparkly, Rhea, Firefly, Ethan, Catherine, Cat, Cortado, Potato, Sarah, Ollie, Otaku, Emeridras, Atticus, June. Who's pregnant? Is it me? It's not you. I'm sorry. Peter, Sally, Zoe, Meme Double K, May,
Maybe.
Just the Blueberry. Hello, Hero, my Hi Chronicles. Still a piece of garbage. D, Nicole,
Was that a name? Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, why are you being mean?
Tiny Familiar, Janelle, Leo. Okay, everyone's saying hi because
Okay,
I'm.
hey.
Let me just list all your names. Doo. Hannah, I guess. Bonjour.
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 Comment ça va?
Ça va poopy.
No. Sacré bleu.
Justin. Emma. Q Nikki. Beautiful art, guys.
Guys, it's so hot today. We're sizzling in here.
It's like fairy is here.
Oh, very.
I like the person who's like, she can set me on fire any day.
Same.
And all the people who are like, when's this comic coming out? It's a novel, guys. And the people who are like, when's 9 Point gonna be done? When's Magpie gonna be done? Who knows? Listen, okay? It's been a tough year.
Listen.
Okay? Okay? We had double surgery. We ain't getting shit done.
Listen, we were talking about how like sometimes we get like mean comments on our videos and streams and stuff. And I was like, none of this can hurt me. Not as much as the people who ask when the next Magpie update is coming.
It's been a year and a half. Do I need some bone marrow lemonade? No, I'm not a cannibal. I'm a cannonball. I came in like a wrecking ball. Last night I slept without a shirt on.
Proud of him.
Yeah, I haven't done that since surgery.
Heck.
I think I did that while like recovering from surgery a few times.
Yeah.
But even then, it was with the vestie on.
A little vest.
And I was like, oh, right. Because I used to sleep without a shirt, but then I'd like panic to put on my shirt in the morning when Ursula would sick dogs on me, or I would panic, put it on to go to the bathroom, but I didn't. I can be shirtless whenever I want.
Oh my god.
May I have bone marrow lemonade? Can we get F's for the magpie? I like how sometimes you're gonna say it's been a rough decade, guys. We had double surgery. Sleeping without a shirt.
We're 80 years old and the next issue of 9 Point comes out.
Can't believe we're almost halfway through this year and I haven't started my webcomic. Oof.
Get on it. What are you, us?
All these F's for magpie.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. F for my YouTube career. Oh my god. Yeah, fireworks are crazy right now.
Ugh.
Like, it's the opposite of my dreams. People must be bored out of their minds and just sitting on their porches shooting off fireworks. It's been every night this week.
And so our dog Matica is terrified of fireworks.
One quick thing, but our friend just said, our friend who babysits our dogs, she just said that it's been bad where she is too, and people have been setting them off until 2 a.m.
Oh my god, I hate people. That's so annoying.
Right. Should complain to the co-op.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's extra annoying because it's not only happening on like weekends. Because before, like, it would happen on like a weekend or something throughout the summer, but now it's like every night because a lot of people aren't working.
Yep.
And they're bored and they have fireworks.
And our dog is terrified.
Yes. So every night I have a dog sitting on my head shivering.
Yeah, she tried to dig through the couch to get into the couch.
Yes. She also tried to dig through your shoulder to get into you.
Yes. Yeah. She'll try to climb on top of things, like just to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was stuck behind the water heater.
Oh,
yeah.
Baby. And she just shakes and pants and is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even eat peanut butter after a certain point.
I know, and we gave her treats and she just spit them out.
Yeah.
It's the saddest thing when your dog won't eat treats.
Your dog is gonna wear you like a suit. Well, I said she was trying to dig into me like a tauntaun. Like, she's just get into me for safety.
Yes.
Climb inside. Fireworks is concerned in American. Fireworks, why? It's because Victoria Day happened and everyone got their hands on some fireworks.
Yep.
It do be like that's. I also freaking hate loud noises. The thing is, it's not even that loud. Like, I could sleep through it.
Yeah.
But Matica's just so scared of them. Like, she saw one once, and that was it. She used to not be afraid of them. But then the neighbors across the street shot one off. She heard the sound, and she saw the sky on fire, and she was like, oh my god, this is how I die. And now, every year since, everything scares her. Like, she used to not even be afraid of thunderstorms, but now she is.
Yep. And also, like, once, even if there aren't fireworks going off, like, once the fireworks season starts, anytime there's, like, a noise at night, even if it's, like, a car backfiring or something, she's like, I'm dead. They're coming for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's not great.
What is Victoria Day? It's just a holiday.
Yeah, it's just like a stat holiday for us.
It's a holiday where people shoot off fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it.
Yep. Don't know the history of it. We also call it the May 2-4.
Yeah.
Because it usually falls around like May 24th.
Yeah.
Yep. So this morning, because it was so hot, I went out and got us iced coffees.
Oh, right. We're going to hear a great story.
So I went through the drive-thru and everything, and I got us some iced coffees and some Timbits, which are donut holes if you're not Canadian.
Yeah, we're being really Canadian right off the bat.
And the lady at the window was passing me like the drinks and stuff through the little takeout window. And I have a problem.
She has baby hands.
I have baby hands. So you know how babies just like stop holding things?
Yeah.
They just get bored and like let go.
Yeah.
That's my hands all the time.
She hasn't figured out grasping yet.
Because I never learned that as a child. Because sometimes Bones will hand me something and I'll go to grab it and it just doesn't happen and the thing falls. So that happened at the takeout window today where she handed me the box of Timbits and my hand was like, nah, bro. And I dropped the Timbits. And luckily it didn't open and they didn't go everywhere, so I just picked it up and the lady was like, do you want me to make you another one? I was like, no, it's fine.
It's my own baby hands.
I'm dumb.
Victoria Day tradition where you traumatize dogs. I know so little about Canadian lore.
Are the donut holes okay? They were good. It was fine. They were in a little box, so it was fine.
Imagine you wear a very large hoodie so your hands barely peer out. That's like how Ursula's hands work.
That it's as if I'm always wearing an oversized hoodie, but they're just my hands. I don't know how I make art without dropping the pencil.
But don't. You do sometimes, though. What are you talking about?
Oh, no.
I mean, I have problems, too. Don't get me started. I continually lose my phone.
That's true.
Yeah. If we're talking about the thing where, like, I'll have my phone 1 minute and the next minute I'm like, Ursula, where's my phone? And you're like, I don't know. Have you checked the dish rack? And yeah, it's there.
It's always on the dish rack.
Yeah, it's just where I put it.
You'll be getting like a drink out of the fridge and put it down there and then walk away.
I'm more likely to lose it when I don't have pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I currently have it in my pocket.
Very good.
Yeah. But some of my PJ pants don't have pockets, so I just lose it
right
around the house. Or it slides into the couch because the couch eats everything.
Yes, that's true. We have a very deep couch. I've started wearing a little fanny pack around the house when I'm wearing like a skirt or leggings that don't have pockets. Just I can have my phone with me. And I don't want to like stuff it in my shirt or something.
I want to do
what?
The treadmill. Do the scary one.
Hell yeah, do the scary little program on the treadmill.
I used to do it in high school, so I clearly can do it. I kind of miss high school gym because, like, it was, I worked out.
Right. It's
like I had someone to, like, make me work out.
It's that accountability.
I have no accountability.
Same.
Hi, guys.
My brother's gotten into fitness, and
oh no,
he's very intimidating when I bring up like, oh, I'm trying to work out. He's like, listen, let me tell you everything, and I'm like, oh no.
It's not a big dumb, it's ADHD. That's the answer. It's like I just don't pay attention to things. I tried really hard. Like I worked really hard to like remember where things are all the time, and I just gave up because it's my brain can't do it. I constantly lose my pen and other pen-like things. Yeah, that too. I lose scissors.
Yeah, scissors. I find they're always in a different spot because we use them for so many different things.
But we have like 7 pairs of scissors, and I only know where one is right now. Like that's the real answer. You're like, oh, it's just in a different spot. But where are the others?
Attica's hoarding them.
Because we have the utility scissors. I haven't seen them in a while. All I have is the push action scissors. Because we also have a blue pair.
We have a blue pair?
Yeah, we have a blue pair.
Oh, you're right. I don't know where those are.
Yeah.
I know where the little red, like, manicure scissors are.
Yeah. It's not what those are, but yeah.
You know, whatever they're for.
The small scissors.
One thing that you do, Bones.
Oh my god.
That I love.
Oh.
It's very endearing.
Oh no.
Is sometimes you'll put food in the wrong spot when you're putting it away. Typically, you put the peanut butter jar in the fridge.
Oh yeah, I do.
That one's really cute.
You know what I don't find endearing?
What?
When you put the dishes in new spots.
I'm sorry. I get creative when I'm putting the dishes away.
You never put the grater away in the exact same spot each time. It's like, where's the grater? And you're like, I don't know. Have you checked here? I'm like, yes. Have you checked here? Yes. I'm like, you put it away. Where is it?
See, the cheese grater is like your glasses for me. I'll put it somewhere and just forget immediately.
Oh my god, losing my glasses was the hardest one because I can't look for them. Right. I'll be like, Ursula, help. And you're like, I don't know where you put them. I'm like, I can't see. Help. It's usually like I put them somewhere and I knock them off in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Please don't fight. You'll scare Matica. Matica's asleep.
She's sleeping downstairs.
I mean, she was up all night panicking, so.
Yeah, she's having a sleepy day. Oh, one of my coworkers, he has glasses with transparent lenses. Not lenses. Sorry, transparent frames.
I'd hope the lenses were transparent. Translucent.
So but he also has a problem where
opaque
he missed
lenses.
I'm sorry. He has the same problem where he'll put down his glasses and then forget what they are. But now they blend in because they're completely transparent.
Oh my god.
So now he can't see when he's trying to find them. He was like, I got them because they're really great because I have like a peripheral vision with them, but they suck when I put them down.
He needs to get a pair of opaque ones so he can wear those when he looks for his translucent ones. Glassants.
Oh no. You got transparent lenses.
Did you claw the drywall up, June, when it was a thunderstorm? Because Matica did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have to babysit her. Otherwise, she goes to a door and just, like, claws it. Like, open this.
Let me in.
And then you'll open the door for her, and she's like, no, I don't want to go down there.
Yeah. She's just like, no, I changed my mind. I won't come back.
Like, she'll claw the basement door. I'll open it. She's like, I don't want to go in the basement. It's scary right now. I'm like, why are you clawing at the door? She's like, I have to go somewhere. There's a shirt.
Glasses, transparent lenses, Ursula 2020.
If your house had drywall, I would claw it. If this house had drywall, I would claw it. This wall? Whack. I don't know this meme. I'm sorry, I'm old. You're gonna have to explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm turning too many people into furries.
It's a curse.
Okay, I have to take a piss.
Oh. I didn't need to know this.
You love it when I pee.
I don't.
Fado, stop.
Fado. So I let Fado and Matica out into the backyard before the stream so they could have their own little bathroom breaks so they're not crying the whole time during the stream. And I let Fado just go out by himself with no tether on. And he tried to run away. And I was like, really? You don't love living here with me? Also, Serena is in love with our neighbors and wants to live with them and not us. She keeps like so because the weather's finally nice and summery, people are all out in their backyards doing yard work and stuff, and so our neighbors were outside and they have a little girl, and one day Serena was out in the backyard hanging out, and the little girl saw her and started waving to her and trying to get her attention. And then Serena, like, stuck her head around the fence and, like, was getting attention and stuff. So now whenever she, like, hears the neighbors in the other yard, she, like, runs to the fence and, like, looks around the corner like, guys, hello, my true family. Look at me. And I'm like, Serena, we feed you. After all the things you've done for Fado, he chooses to run away. He was gonna bolt. He was like, goodbye. I'm leaving. Andy, please consider Scaly. Hell yes. What are bird furries called?
Cute.
I know there's a term, but I can't remember what it is.
Featheries.
Featheries?
No, avians.
Avians, okay. Not as cute as Scaly.
Yeah, well, featheries doesn't really work. Plumies.
Plumies? Oh, that'd be so cute.
I feel like plumage.
Mm-hmm.
Furbies.
Furbies. Also, imagine dragons, but fluffy.
fluffy dragons. There's some fluffy dragons in Avo.
That's true.
That's the rare occasion where the dragons get with an angel, because angels are kind of stuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the bourgeoisie.
They are. Heck, Avo angels. Okay.
They're jerks.
Let's just talk about Avo. I know you're all super interested.
They're dying to read this comic, Bones.
Oh God, it's not a comic. Fluffkins. Floof Dragoon. All I want to do is talk about Avo and not write it.
Hell yeah.
Please support me in this endeavor.
Please and thank you.
I'm just writing Lul scenes. I don't even know if they're like... I don't know. Supposed to be writing Aaron, but Aaron scenes mean Lul scenes. And I don't know what to do with Lul.
Heck.
I mean, there's so many things I want to do with Lul, but like... I don't know if I should.
Whoa. Whoa, hey.
I'm just writing flashbacks. Can I just write a novella that's like completely useless and just it's just Lul? It's just Lul backstory. Lul,
yes.
The misadventures of Lul.
Yes, it's Avo 1.5.
Or 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
Because 1.5 is like in the middle.
Oh, you're
like
right.
An in-between story.
Mm-hmm. This is a prequel.
I need to write Lul's Day Out. Yes. Talk to a speech to text generator and write a book. I've done that before. That's how I used to write. I've gotten better though at typing. I stopped in the middle of a nano to learn how to type. There was like a program that like finally worked for me.
That's good.
I can't quite touch type, but it got me to I think I tried too hard to learn the home rows. Like all of those programs I've done before, they very slowly introduce you to each row, but this program kind of introduced you to word strings. That like common word strings first. Like before I even really learned the top row, I was writing was and as.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and like this and that. It was like trying to get you into like to get your common words before it even worried about like trying to memorize what the top keys were. It was all like muscle memory based. It was really good. Yeah.
That does sound good.
It was way better than all the other ones because I remember doing all the right type as a kid and just not getting it.
Yeah.
And then I tried it again and I just was not getting it.
I remember my dad gave me like a space themed one.
Yeah.
Don't remember what it was called though, but that's how I learned to touch type because I watched my dad who's like a programmer, and so he does really fast like touch typing, and I was like, I want to do that when I was like 8.
It's like, what was that noise?
Children yelling
outside. I never once met a writer who writes, myself included. I learned to type being a hardcore Warrior Cats RP. Well, the thing is, I wrote novels and I still couldn't type. Like, I had finished multiple novels before I decided, you know what? I should learn how to type because I hunt and peck.
Mm-hmm.
I still do. I kind of do like an in-between.
Yeah.
Like, if I tried really hard, I might be able to touch type a bit. It's just slow. I just need to keep practicing.
Mm-hmm. Touch typing is when you can type without looking at the keys.
Yeah. Like, in theory, you should be able to type with a keyboard without letters.
Yeah. I remember going to computer class in middle school and they covered the keyboard. Now I pretty much press random buttons and rely on the text corrections to make coherent words. Oh no.
That's a mood.
Listen. Yeah, I've given up with like learning grammar because I use Grammarly.
Oh no.
So it usually catches my, where to put a comma and stuff.
Oh, I'm horrible at commas. Like, that's half like my editor's notes are fixing my commas.
I know.
Ugh, I'm really bad at it. I know I always add extras.
Mm-hmm.
But I also forget to add some. I know the basics of commas, but I just can't apply it. Also, you can't just eat... Like, what I do for editing is I'll just listen to my story in text to speech because I'll pick up things that I just can't. I'm just really bad at reading. Like, another thing I've learned, I would have been way better off in school if I'd learned that, oh, just read out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grammarly is my lifesaver. Yeah, but I'll just reread a bit of text back to me, and then I'll catch things that I wouldn't. But commas are hard.
Yeah, definitely.
It's hard to hear where to place a comma. I mean, you can kind of hear where you place a comma, but I also speak stupid. You know, I pause. Yeah. I use Grammarly for my English homework. My teacher is amazed at my good grammar. I mean, fair.
It's a lifesaver. Heck yeah.
My elementary school taught us how to do touch type, but I stubbornly against it for no reason.
Oh no.
Just winging it on the commas. Fair. But yeah, I don't know. Just hire someone to fix all your problems.
Yeah, just get a good copy editor.
Who cares? The people who care about your comma placement aren't worth your time. Let's be real.
For real.
Oh my god, everyone's been redoing this image.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the image of Anne Hathaway. Where she's like got a guy leaning on her back and kissing a lady. It's just a bisexual mood.
Who is it in Avo?
Who is it in Avo?
If you redrew it as an Avo, who would it be?
It would be Juliet in the middle.
Yeah.
Dawn on the back and Feria at the front.
I don't love that.
It would be Aaron in the middle.
I don't love this one.
Lul smooching. And Tria leaning on him.
Okay. I'm really hyped for getting my haircut. I need to be visibly gay.
Hell yeah.
Snip, snip.
I keep staring at my hair like I want to cut it all off.
She also keeps staring at my hair like...
I want to cut it all off.
Yeah. I just don't want to sit in one spot for more than 5 minutes. I mean,
Fair.
It's hard enough for me to be here, guys.
Listen.
If I could play Sims while you cut my hair, I'd do it. But
No.
It's on the carpet.
Yeah. Well, you could always vacuum.
Vacuum it up.
I mean, you put down like a towel to catch all the big clumps of hair.
I want to be jogging while you cut my hair.
The ultimate test. You want to do your treadmill program while I cut your hair?
There's like hair going through it.
I don't got time for this.
Listen. Oh my god, I need gym shorts.
Same. I need shorts.
I need cute little Jimmy shorts. Jim Jam shorts.
Jim Jam shorts.
Yay, Bones is not in the mood. Is not moody like last Saturday. Hey, y'all acting like I was the moody one.
Listen. Sometimes I'm moody, but it's hard to tell because I act all cute.
Ursula's like silently moody, and I'm just like spinning in circles. And you're like, wow, Bones, you crazy.
I know. I feel like I could gaslight you so easy and just convince the town.
Thanks.
That you're, I don't know.
That's because I spin my wheels. It's, you know what it is?
What?
It's a hot day. Ursula's in the car. She has the AC and she won't let me in. And I'm pulling on the doors, banging on them like, I'm gonna die, Ursula. And she's like, cool, I'm busy. No, she's more like, I understand, Bones. Stuff happens when you have a demon as a friend sleeping under your bed. Oh my goodness. Jean-Pierre. You know, I'm glad Bones isn't being a little bee like every freaking day. Wow.
Wow.
Then perish. There's so many birds. I can hear them. Can you guys hear the birds?
Just tweeting at us from outside.
Apple nuggets. Chicken nuggies. Are you drawing? Where's Magpie?
Quiet.
Where's the magpie? Aviaries. A little bit. You can hear the birds a little bit. Well, if you can hear them a little bit, that's wild because I have no clue where they are. Oh my god, stop swearing in my stream. YouTube doesn't like it. Yeah, June is trying to keep the peace. June's like, don't swear. I don't want Bones and Ursula to be demonetized.
June's out here protecting with their wrench.
Magpie is a social construct.
I don't want to have to do my freaking job.
I finally read Magpie. I'm sorry. Do you need a hot chocolate? When Bones said, "Are you drawing?" I personally felt attacked.
Everyone's heart rate went up. Started to sweat.
Okay, listen. Do you need to be watching the stream? No, you can just listen to the stream. Pick up a pencil and work on your comic. I heard some of you haven't started your comics yet. What are you talking about? It's perfect time right now. Pick it up and do it.
Open that drawing program. Pick up that pencil.
Exactly. We'll still be here for you. Magpie doesn't exist. It can't hurt you. Until recently, I was in the closet. Oh, wait. Closest thing I had to a job. I heard I was in the closet. I'm like, oh, you came out? And I'm like, wait, haven't you already? I'm drawing a mermaid. Very good. I feel called out. You are called out. This is literally a call out.
I'm calling all you out.
I'm drawing my character sheet right now. Get off my back, Dad. You're fine, Sour. Don't worry. No, Bones, I don't want to. Okay, well, I can't make you. You know, I can't make you do it. You're only hurting yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Only getting in your own way. Also, you don't have to watch the stream. I'm not drawing.
I'm animating a short. I'm different. TM. Very cool.
Different TM.
I'm in the stinky little closet we call life. Get back in the closet. Everyone climb back into the closet.
And get your comics done.
I was going to say, and then jump out on June 1st. It's almost that time of day.
We're putting you in the comics closet. Listen, character sheets take a long time.
Listen.
You're going to use them for, like, the remainder of your comic.
Hey, Ursula.
Yes?
Did you know that if you draw your comic, it makes it more likely to get done than if you don't draw your comic?
What?
Listen, last week I was yelling at you to talk, and I appreciate that you're talking.
Thank you.
But I got this. Crush me, please. Okay, get into the trash compactor. What's with garbage disposals? Freaking Americans, weirdos. I finally started a comic after switching between like 3 different stories. Good job. Keep at it. I finished my 7th part of my comic. It took over a month. The 8th part is coming out next year for sure. Good job. That's really awesome.
Hell yeah.
Gonna work on some concept art for my story. You do it, Andy. I believe in you. Ursula goes insane. I would be drawing my comic, but I have 7 essays to write. Okay, you're exempt.
Yes.
I mean, do you have to be writing your essays all the time? I mean, we could do like a little 10 minutes of comics here and there, you know?
That is true.
You know? It's fun to shake things up.
Sometimes you
Why do you have 7 essays? That's a lot of essays, though.
It's many.
I just didn't write them. I used to write my essays the night before, but I was in high school, so I don't know, maybe college. I'm writing the script for my comic about gay centaurs because yes. Do your centaurs wear pants? Because if not, no. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it at all. I'm sorry. Your centaurs are fine and valid. Don't draw any blood. Okay, you know what? Your centaurs are fine if they don't wear shirts. If they wear shirts but no pants, I have questions. I don't feel like doing concept art though. It's a mood. You know when people get scared that their ideas will get stolen, I always tell them it'd take the thief way longer than them to ever publish it. What I'm saying is nobody wants Magpie. Oh my god. My dad got his comic stolen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, by a TV show.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad had his webcomic up. And then on the Space Channel, there was a show that had the exact same characters, a very similar name. Because I think my dad's comic was Adventure Incorporated, and the show was Adventure Inc.
Oh, heck.
And it had basically the same plot and characters.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oops.
So that was a thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if this is true.
Is this a true thing?
Yeah, in 2002. Adventure Inc. Made in Canada, UK, and France.
Huh.
Me. So I'm a liar when I say that, because it has happened.
Mm.
The show didn't even go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just looking this up. I forgot what my dad's name is.
Oops. Yeah, it's very unlikely your stuff's gonna get stolen.
Yeah, and if it is, it's really easy to make something new.
Totally.
Sorry, I'm just quietly searching. This is like last week when I went straight into
Can female centaurs be topless? I mean,
yeah, sure. I'm okay if they're topless. I just don't want them to be pantless and with a shirt on. I just think that's weird.
it's just like a character walking in just like a tunic and no undies. You know?
My god, I'm on my dad's website and I found a centaur version of his character and she's not wearing pants. How dare you?
Offended.
My own.
Or you can get that sweet lawsuit money.
My dad didn't get any sweet lawsuit money.
No. Hot Blood call out post. We actually met the artist of Hot Blood, and that's what Bones told them.
I literally did. I forgot about
we
that.
met them at TCAF one year, and you were like, "I can't read your comic," and they were like, "Oh, okay." And you're like, "The centaurs don't wear pants." And like, cover that up, and they're like, that's fair.
I'm really bad at meeting like creators. Like you either love me or hate me. Because I met Brandon Sanderson and I was in a mood. Okay, I was trying to work on Magpie and I didn't really want to hear his suggestions. Listen, I don't care if you're Brandon Sanderson. I don't want to hear your suggestions.
Like we were at a dinner with him.
I was in a mood. Okay, I had to leave the table to think.
He was so nice. He was like, "Oh, what are you stuck with?" And you were like, "I don't want to talk about it, Brandon."
No, I was like, I'm trying. Okay, I literally know what it was about. I was like, I'm working on Magpie, and it's a prequel comic, and I need to find a way to make the original audience still interested in it. And he was like, well, because it's a prequel, like people are automatically going to have an interest in it. I'm like, that's a fucking lie, Brandon's. Oh, sorry. The part breaks. I'm like, that's a lie because everyone is here just for the BL, and I don't think they're gonna care about the GL. And I was right, Brandon.
Just yelling.
Because man, we did not have the same audience carryover at all. I tried so hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's the time I met Brandon Sanderson. Well, I had dinner with him. I think I met him again.
Yeah.
Throughout the thing.
Met him a couple times.
Well, he was always off and about because he was talking to a producer the whole time. I spent more time like talking with Daniel Jose Older.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we spent a lot of time talking with him and his wife.
Ex-wife.
Oh, ex-wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were cool. Yeah. And
we hung out a lot with Dan Wells too.
Oh yeah, we did.
Remember we played a few games with him.
Yes, we did. I was just moody a lot of the times. I ended that trip by crying and quitting my job. Like, it was a whole thing. Wait, what BL and Magpie? Magpie's a sequel or a prequel to Pretty Mouth, which was BL.
Yep. I mean, Magpie has some like BL in it. There's gay men in it, but
yeah, that's MLM, multi-level marketing. WLW,
I know,
but MLM is like forever cursed because you either call it. Oh my god, what is this hair?
That's a very intense hair on your arm.
It's like growing with all these little hairs. I gotta bite it.
Okay. Yeah, but you can say like WLW for like women loving women, but you can't say MLM because it's got bad connotations. So you either have to say like MM or BL or gay. I never read Pretty Mouth. No, that's okay.
I think I read Pretty Mouth in one sitting at my dad's car. Very intense. Wow, that is very intense. I'm trying to write a GL comic. That's cool. BL is just popular.
It is.
That's how you get them people hooked. Now I have arm hair in my mouth.
Oh no.
I don't know where it is, but I can feel it.
This reminds me of like when our friend Winter would always hear, because they have a comic called Bad Mouth, and they always hear at conventions like, oh, it's like Pretty Mouth. They know how much like Bones hates Pretty Mouth.
Oh wow, do you make Pretty Mouth? To be honest, I can't draw pretty boys, but I'm working on it. I should read Pretty Mouth, though. I mean, fair. You can read Pretty Mouth if you want.
We can't stop you.
Yeah, same with Sovereign. I can't stop you from reading Sovereign. People who read Sovereign love Sovereign. It makes me feel like I don't have to try.
I'm glad people like Sovereign. I spent so long making that comic.
I didn't.
Whenever I reread it, I laugh. It's such a fun comic.
You're a fun comic.
So are you.
Thank you. Sovereign is better than Pretty Mouth. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, Sovereign is pretty fun, but I'm biased because of blonde boys. What are you guys' thoughts on your previous comics? I hate them. I don't hate them. I don't love them, though. They're not my favorite things.
Yeah.
I've just gotten better. I like Magpie whenever I reread it.
Mm-hmm.
If you give me a boy with white hair, I'm all over it. Oh no. See, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that all of you are gonna love Aaron. Because he's a white-haired sweet boy. He's kind of gray-haired, but it's basically white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The white-haired sweet boy. Gentle, uwu.
He's just cute.
Cosmo Calico Ursula isn't doing her work. Listen.
I'm doing my work.
Ursula is gonna finish this comic this weekend.
What? Excuse me?
Right?
Imagine if I did.
Ugh. Do it.
Let's just do a Twitch stream from now until the end of the weekend.
Just work really hard. You got PMS.
Hell yeah.
Power making stuff. Powerfully making stuff.
It's like, where are we going with this?
Hamster comic part 2. Oh my god. Oh.
That was fun.
We should do one for COVID.
Yeah.
COVID relief. 24-hour comic.
Yes.
Relieve the Corvids.
Relieve them of their duties.
Power making stuff. Can you stop stretching all weird?
I'm just stretching my arms out.
I'm gonna run on the treadmill.
No.
Not right now.
20 hours of Bones running on a treadmill.
Dying. I'm gonna make it to Canada, guys. We've been watching a lot of Modern Family.
Yes.
I love Phil.
He's the best. He's just cute.
I hate Mitch and Cam, though.
Same.
They're so awful. I used to love them because, like, I needed, like, gay rep in my life as a child. And I was like, oh my god, a gay family. But oh my god, they are just the worst.
They're just internalized homophobia.
Like, I understand why they are the way they are, but oh my god. Also, Cam is freaking racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Lily so much.
Oh my god, I love Lily.
And I love Phil.
Phil is my favorite. Like, Phil is like, I don't know. He's like no toxic masculinity.
Totally.
Okay, he has some.
A little bit.
Especially like looking at ladies.
Yes.
But yes. Anyways, 24 hours of Bones screaming at Brandon Sanderson. I was just giving Brandon Sanderson the cold shoulder and being like, no. I was like right across from him too, and someone was like getting autographs from him, and I'm just being Bones. Are we talking about Modern Family? Yeah, we're talking about Modern Family.
I love Claire just because I relate to her so hard.
Yeah, I like Claire.
That's me.
Haley's... I find they focus on Haley a lot, but I don't care about Haley. Like, she stopped being so much of, like, a funny character, and they keep giving her, like, weird serious plots. Because she's, like, getting a job and, like... I don't know. It feels like it's the same old with her.
True.
Also, I just find the whole, like, Andy arc really uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
But I just don't like cheating.
Oh, totally.
And I also just don't think that Andy should be with, like, the one girl.
Yeah,
Because she sounds so awful. But then she's, like, nice, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel. Like, please just break up with her and, like... I'm like, make a decision.
Totally, yeah. I don't love those plots where it's like, what the reason they can't be together is because one person is in a relationship.
It reminds me of Rory and Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So I needed to say that because I knew you I knew what you were saying. Modern Family made me gay for Sophia.
Yes. She's so beautiful.
Bones is glaring, unblinking at Fran Sanderson for hours. Have you guys seen the new short animation out on Disney Plus? No, I haven't seen it. I don't have Disney Plus. We just have Netflix, which is why we've been watching Modern Family. Fado, do you want to be part of the dog dungeon? Because you will be in the dog dungeon.
Fado, come here.
Come on, buddy.
Come here, bud.
It's an interesting one.
Come here, bud.
Oh, look, your stream.
Hello, Fado.
Yes, this is a stream. Modern Family made me homophobic. What? Explain.
Fado's just boofing in the background.
I like all the other gay friends of Mitch and Cam. But, like, I don't love Mitch and Cam. Because Mitch has, like, so much internalized homophobia from Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jay is, like, annoying, but at least he's, like, making progress. And, like, I have such, like, a low expectation bar for him, I think. It's part of the problem.
Yeah,
where
true.
It's, like, I'm always expecting better of Mitch and Cam.
Yeah.
And then they, like, disappoint me.
I I also just get annoyed with them. I know it's their character and their like character flaw that they're both very like judgmental. Yes. Well, Mitch is super judgmental, but I'm just like, oh my god, get over it. Yells at TV.
Yeah. That's probably the problem with like comedy series.
Okay, I'm just gonna go investigate the doorbell. So that's what Fado sounds like when. Oh, we have family here, and now Monica's jumping on them, and it's very chaotic. We're getting a candy delivery. Bye, guys. Oh, we've been delivered some stuff from Bones' mom. Oh my god, no! So Bones' mom sent us like 2 giant bags of candy. Which is actually, it's kind of funny how they got all this candy, because Bones' stepdad, he got a bunch of candy to donate to, what was it, like the social workers in his area? Like a bunch of candy around Easter to give to all the kids, and they were like, oh, we can't take this, it has peanut butter in it. So now he's got like 3 giant crates of candy. So we keep getting packages full of candy and stuff. Yeah, so we got a candy delivery, and it looks like some like feeders for our animals. It's like the feeders where it's like the dish, and then there's like the dispenser on top.
I don't know what we'd use them for.
I know.
Maybe your dad would want them.
Oh, my dad could use those. Because he can free feed his cats, but we can't because they just eat until they die.
Oh no, my
oh no. No.
I spent like the whole stream beginning trying to fix this.
I know. Just fighting the microphone stand.
I'm sorry for all the dog yelling.
I know.
They're just really excited to meet my family.
Yeah, they love your brother.
Yes.
They love him so much.
I figured it was my family because I'm like, who else would be here?
I figured too.
I'm just like, oh, I'm streaming. Sorry.
I'm like, let me guess, they probably texted us. And we missed it. Oh, maybe not.
No, they just showed up.
They just showed up. Okay.
Bless them. I want candy. We can send you some of our candy.
We will. We have many a candy.
Well, at least I'm going on the treadmill. Ursula, draw.
Sorry.
Finish this cat. Like,
I'm working on it.
Finish him.
Kill him. Do it.
Hey, Madica's son. What are you doing?
Fado, you're Madica's son?
Yeah. / brother.
Oh.
I was gonna spoil Magpie.
Well, who cares? It's not coming.
That's true. That's a big thing that I almost spoiled right there.
Don't say nothing, sir.
It's like on Patreon chat where I keep almost spoiling Avo because I keep writing my notes into the Discord box.
Oh no. Bones wet. Oh no.
It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
How does Magpie relate to Bones? Who is whose son?
Whom's son is whomst.
Who says it's a son? Fado.
Potato. Ursula, stop. Bad dog. I need a little water gun to
You
shoot
really
Ursula.
do.
You can't talk about Magpie and not update it. I can do whatever I want. It's in my brain. I have the script. do whatever I want.
Fado,
Fado, stop. It's over.
He's like, it's not over.
Okay, well, you're going to the doggy dungeon.
You gotta go to the dungeon,
No.
sir. Hides under coffee table like, no. No, don't put me in basement. You like the basement. It's nice and cool down there.
Yeah, it is cool. There's water. It's
Yeah. Listen, I get to a part
I know
where
how
I'm like,
magpie... You do not know how magpie ends. All you know is that Dennis never talks... Sorry, I just hit the microphone. Dennis never talks to Amanda once. I realized that.
oops.
Bones... I love Bones' chaotic energy. Thank you. Fado is in gay baby jail. Thanks for coming by, Emma.
Hell yeah.
I haven't drawn in 2 months. That's fine. Don't worry about it. That wasn't one of our dogs.
No.
Okay, we're good. Oh, I have my cola.
Delicious.
Refreshing. 100 character meme?
No. I can't even finish a comic, Bones.
I wanted to do it.
Oh.
The real spoiler. Ever seen Amanda and Dennis in the same room? They literally never talk. I'm dying of laughter when watching your streams. Thank you. I'm glad I can kill somebody. I can't draw. Hand's not working. Okay, well, if your hand's not working, take care of your hand first. Bones, you're a force of nature. I fear you. Good. You should. That is a really good thing to do. Side crashed and I lost the progress I had,
No.
but you didn't lose the experience.
That's true.
Iterative drawing says that the next time you draw it, it'll be way better.
Heck yeah.
You see, okay, I'm not someone who kind of freaks out about that stuff. Like, I have a really, okay, so, like, when I was a kid, I used to be really stressed all the time because I lost stuff all the time, like my phone. Like, I'd lose my bus pass, I would lose my homework. I just lost everything, and I'd be really upset, and I'd be really worried about my parents being mad at me, and they would definitely get mad at me, especially because we didn't have enough money sometimes to, like, buy a new bus pass. And as an adult, like, as a teenager, once my parents were like, everything is your responsibility, pay for whatever you want, and they got mad at me about stuff. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I don't have to care. Only I can be mad at me for losing stuff. So I just accepted the fact that I just have a really difficult time with this. And now, like, it rolls off a lot easier. Like, I'll lose a save file, and I'll be like, well, that's life.
Well.
You know, like, I'll write it again. Hey, Bones, you awesome. Thank you. No problem. Imagine doing your homework. Well, I didn't do it. I mean, the other fun thing about losing your homework all the time is they believe you when you're like, oh no, I lost it. And you just didn't do it. Yeah. I just gave up. Like, my dad thought it was stupid, but it was like the best thing I've ever done. Was just being like, you know what? I just lose things. It's just part of, like, who I am. Like, I probably just need medication in order to, like, be focused. Like, I just don't pay attention. Like, I try really hard. I've tried everything to, like, not lose stuff, and, like, I do my best, but in the end, I'm gonna lose things. Like, sometimes I still get sad about it, like the time I lost the headphones. But beyond that, it's like, eh. My parents never... You had really not nice teachers. My teachers never got tired of calling me a dumb loser. Your teachers suck, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, mine would suck too, but, like... Ugh. I was just thinking about, like, my childhood, and, like, I just never finished anything, and I had really a lot of trouble, like, starting anything, and I was really self-conscious. Like, I was so afraid of, like, submitting projects, I think, was part of it, where it's like, Or it's like, I didn't realize. Okay, well, I heard this like parenting advice recently, and I'm like, oh my god, this is it. Where if you're a parent, you should praise your kids for doing their work and not praise them for what mark they get.
Mm-hmm.
So like regardless of what they get, you praise them for doing the work, you praise them for studying, and you don't even worry about like what they get in the end, because like for most school, like what your mark says in the end isn't really about you. It can just be like a symptom of like a larger problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like because a B plus or like a B should be like the average person. If you're not obtaining a B, um, it's not your fault. It's either like the teacher's fault or like you have some sort of like learning disability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there could be, stuff going on at home that's preventing you from
Yeah.
doing the work, whatever it is,
Yeah.
or
Well, if
digesting the work.
yeah, it's something. It's not you.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like you're especially like younger grades. It's like whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's really easy to get like a B plus just by showing up. Like
Yeah.
Except in your math teacher's class in high school.
I
Like
had-
all of her students are failing. Yeah, that's a you problem.
Oh, yeah. She had 2 classes that semester, and one was my class, and we were all, like, collectively failing the class. And, like, previously, I've gotten, like, B's in math. Like,
Yeah.
I show up, I do the work, I learn it. It's whatever. And that year, I, like, barely scraped by in math. Because she assigned, like, a ton of homework. None of us understood the lessons. So we wouldn't do the homework because we were all confused. And then she'd yell at us for not doing our homework and say that we weren't getting extra help because no one did their homework. And it's like, obviously this isn't us.
I didn't try this school year, but somehow got an award for good grades. Oh man. Yeah, like I just never submitted anything because I was like so afraid of like being judged. Like I just have really big anxiety. Like I think the anxiety that a lot of people feel over like doing a presentation is kind of what I felt just handing something in.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's
like, what if I pick the wrong subject and the teacher thinks my ideas are stupid and I'm a bad person? If I just don't submit it, I fail, but it's not because of me. it's such logic.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I remember there was one study they did, I think, where they had like 2 groups of kids doing work, and one group, it's along the same veins as what you're talking about, where like one group they told like, oh, you're really talented and you're really smart.
Mm-hmm.
And the other group they said like, you have to work hard to do the thing. And like it doesn't matter if you're smart, you have to like work really hard to get anything. And they found that the kids that were like praised for being really like inherently smart didn't do the work. And they found they were really like intimidated to do the work because they were afraid of failing and not being smart. Whereas the kids who were just told like, you just have to do the work, they didn't really feel as worried about being judged.
Well, I remember like my English courses, I started doing really poorly in them. Like there was like a time where I brought my report card home and it was like I got a 70 in English, and I remember throwing out my report card and being like, oh, I don't know where it was. And it was like months before my parents got it. I was just trying to like hide it. Like I don't know why it was like a 70.
Yeah.
Because my family's just like all 90s. Like I don't know. Or I think I got like a 60 in math too, and then I had like a panic like in like high school. Then I straight up like failed a course. I remember failing like my English course. I feel like that was like when we broke up.
Yeah, was that when you had to do like summer school?
Yeah. No, that was grade 10. Wait, we got together. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I failed grade 10 English.
Right.
Then I go back to school and as an adult with all of my knowledge and I'm like all you have to do is submit and do slightly above the course minimum and I got to my I'm just very proud of my my thing because I was like sitting at like a 94% and they were like having the talks with each of us after kind of school like about like what was happening. It was like, okay, here's your review, here's your mark, you're doing really well, your mark is probably going to go down, like they were like it's definitely going to go down because you'd have to um perform like really amazingly on the exam for it to go up, so like it's going to go down. I got a 96, like I went up 2%. And I think it was because we got to I think I did really well because I read a lot of nonfiction. I always tell myself that I don't read, but I read news articles and stuff. So like when I actually got to the essay, like the little essay portion, it was something about like Canada, and I had just read a whole bunch of stuff on like indigenous issues, so I had like all sorts of fun sources to cite. So I was a little try hard, but I also didn't feel like a try hard. I write for a living, so yeah. 70 is a D here, 60 is failing. Oh, 54% and under is failing in Canada. No. Yeah, I think I got a 44 in English. I remember one time I cried before a French exam and I just passed. I was writing Avo. English exam was Great Gatsby fanfic. Oh, right, yeah. We had to read To Kill a Mockingbird, and I did it very poorly. I did really well in summer school. But I think the perfect amount of time for an English course is 2 months. That's what I've decided, because that is like so much easier. 2 months, nice solid blocks. You write like 2 essays. Oh, perfect.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite was always like I had the problem where I'd put off doing work because I'd like sit there and worry about it and never do it.
Yeah.
So I was always really thankful about like when you'd have an English exam and they'd put you all in like a computer lab and you had to write your essay there. So like you brought all your research and your quotes with you and then you just had to write the essay, and I was like, yes, I can do this. Because I could write really fast and do like an okay essay because they're mostly just judging your structure.
Yeah. Well, I test really well.
Yep.
Like I do really poorly on projects because I would never submit anything, but I'm not stupid. Like I would pay attention and I barely had to study, and I would like know things. Like I just retain things really well. So I test really well. So I got like really well done in like civics, which is probably why I struggled in English, because there's not much of like a testing component to English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of projects. I remember there was one class that I loved. It was like senior year. I took like an extra history course, and I loved it because it was like we'd pick like a time period and learn about it, and then we'd have to write an essay about something, like about the period we learned about, and I loved it because I had fun writing essays. And
we're all proud of you, Grace.
Yeah.
87, that's amazing.
Heck.
87 is almost 90. 87 and it's like 80% is good, 70% is good. All of them is good.
They're all good.
You're not a bad person. Okay. I remember like the teachers who'd be like, nobody's perfect, you can't get 100%. And you'd been like in math class. I remember someone in math class who'd gotten 100% on everything. They'd done like extra credit and all the work, and they had like literally done nothing wrong, and they got a 99. And they're like,
oh my god, that made me so mad.
Yeah.
That was like my dad growing up, because he loves math and he's good with it, and he once took a test where he got 100% and there was a bonus question and he answered that correctly. So he got like 102%. And I think they told him like, no, that's impossible. They were like, they didn't believe him. And he was like, I answered correctly.
Oh. Smart person problems.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, also getting marks on school is its like whole own skill.
Yeah.
Like, because I felt really bad for one girl who was getting like an 80% and she was crying in our one school, in my adult school. She was like getting 80%, and like she needed like an 87 and above to get into the university course she wanted. Yeah, because whatever. And English was like her second language, and she was an English teacher in another school in like her previous country. She like taught English.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And like I think from what I like gathered, I think she was trying too hard to write like larger essays than like the space would give. It was like a scope issue.
Oh, yeah.
Which is totally what I noticed in like where it's like I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. I'm not going to figure out something about this literature that no one else has figured out. I'm just going to prove that I can analyze a piece. Like I don't need to like I think she was like coming up with too big of ideas. Like, this is a high school English class. Like, just prove that you can get your work across.
That was a problem I think a lot of people in, at least like when we were in school, probably still happens, but I find a lot of people will do that, where they'll try to like go like above and beyond to get those like 90 marks, but they kind of miss the point of the assignment.
Yeah.
And I do wish that teachers would be more clear with like what they're testing on and what they're looking for.
Yeah, but if you look at the rubric, you kind of know.
That's
like,
true.
I think scope is just something that's very difficult in general.
Yeah.
Like, knowing how much room you have to make your points. Because it's like, you only have like 2,000 words. Like, you're not making a college essay. Like, you're not, you know? This isn't a thesis.
Yep.
Yeah. Smart people be like, bip up numbers. Yeah, I'm not great at numbers.
Yeah. You're good at numbers.
Thank you. It was really hard and I only got an 80. Like,
you're definitely better with numbers than most, I feel. I feel like you're above average.
Well, thank you. I don't like numbers.
That's fair. That's fair to say.
Okay, I have fun doing math, but like it stresses me out.
Fair.
Like doing the coursework, like if I go back to school, oof, it's scary.
Really scary.
What's everyone talking about now? Remember Carl Squared? Speaking of numbers.
Oh my god, no, we're not doing this again.
Shout out to Carl Squared. Canadian television of the early 2000s.
Oh dear.
That's our current topic, Adventure Inc.
Oh, right.
The TV show that stole my father's idea. I'm a second generation webcomic maker.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Heck.
My dad was back in the day making the comics.
Heck.
Same. I hate that if you can't math in school, the school says you're automatically stupid. Math has such just like esteem of being like, oh, smart person stuff. But it's like, well, the thing is, my brother's really good at math, but he struggled in English, so there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I struggled in everything, but like eventually I got good at English. Yeah. Because I remember there was one time my brother was really upset because like he'd done his essay, he'd done like his thing on like a poem, and he was like, "Their teacher's wrong. This teacher's wrong." And my dad looked over it and was like, "No, you're wrong."
Oh no.
It was like, how can you be wrong about your interpretation of a poem? And it was kind of the thing where it's like, yeah, you're definitely wrong. Like, this is definitely about something else.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's like really hard. Like, I don't know. I think he was like overthinking it.
Oh yeah. I tended to do that too, with like whenever we had to do like art interpretation or poem interpretation.
It's usually a lot easier than you think it is. Even
Totally.
the most avant-garde stuff.
Totally. Because I'd always think, like, this is, like, a really famous, like, piece. Like, it must be really deep. And, and then it's like, oh, it's just about, like, sadness.
I mean, half the reason you probably... Like, when you're looking at older works, and you're like, well, it can't be that simple. And then you realize, like, this had never been done before until this point.
Totally.
Yeah. It's like when you're looking at, like, the first level of Mario.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, this is where it developed. Yeah. It's pretty easy. I remember really liking, like, film for that reason. It was a fun course I did really well in. Because I was actually really good at, like, interpreting things. Because I'm a writer.
Heck yeah. He's stealing my power cord.
I was very postmodern. I gotta go to the washroom. But when I come back, I have some beautiful stories of art essays.
I have to study some action movie cinematography for the action scenes in my comic, but bless studying. Fair. I mean, studying can just be watching the thing, which can be fun. Ooh. I like people that love The Last Super and thinking... Oh, The Last Supper. I was like, The Last Super? Postmodern, I get it. Titles are hard. They are. I consider watching your video studying. Oh. I think it's important to remember, like, yeah, sometimes you gotta sit down and you gotta do your studies where you, like, sit and do the physical work of, like, drawing out a thing to understand it. But even when you're just, like, looking around, you're technically studying if you're, like, observing things around you as an artist. Or you can watch a film, and as long as you're just paying attention to, like, I don't know, the cinematography or the framing, then, like, you're still kind of working on it. I guess it helps to be very mindful when you're going into something, like, I'm going to watch this movie and I'm going to pay attention to how the shots are framed. And, like, you don't have to sit down and take notes, but you're being very mindful about what you're doing. Hi, Bones. He has put our cat Lear into a little tote bag and is swinging him around like it's a carnival ride. It's very cute. How does Lear feel about this?
He's got big eyes.
He's got the big eyes.
Our teacher... Well, I guess we had different art teachers.
Yeah.
My art teacher was really punk.
Hell yeah.
But cute. She had like a punk streak.
Yeah.
Like we did like a... there was like a whole section on like graffiti art.
Yes.
And I was really edgy. Like for my Photoshop piece, like I drew a dead cat. Man, things never change, do they?
You're working on 9 Point.
Yeah. I did a really edgy piece that I don't really want to talk about, but it was so edgy that like it had to be taken down. Like that was like my whole goal, was to make something so edgy that I would get complaints about it and it would be taken down, and it was. And because she told me that in previous years someone else's had been taken down and that was a challenge. Okay?
A look into Bones' mind.
Yeah.
Bones does the Olympic sport, but he throws Lear.
And yeah, so like for like the final essay, I remember there was a question. It was like, "What is art?" And I really had to pee, and I went into like, art can be like anything, but like what really matters is the intent. So if I got up and peed on the table right now, it wouldn't be art. But if I had any sort of intent behind it, like so any sort of artistic intent behind it, then it might be art.
That's like that was actually the example that my art teacher used on our first year of high school art.
Yeah.
Because like our first lesson was like defining what art is, and she was like,
she stole it from me.
She
in
did.
The future.
But yeah, but her, for example, she was like, someone was like, art is like expressing yourself, and she's like, okay, but if I get up on the table and pee everywhere, like, is that art? Am I expressing myself?
Possibly.
Yeah. And eventually we came to the conclusion that art is, it's like expression with intent or something like that.
I would have hated Bones in school, which is probably why I like him now. Art history, I don't care. Art history is fun.
Art history is great.
Everyone who's currently in school right now hates art history. I get it. But it's really good, okay? You learn stuff.
It's one of those things where it's taught in a really boring way, but it's really interesting once you, like, find a cool way to learn it.
Yeah. It helps when you're learning, like, cool artists. Like,
yes.
I was in a graphics art class, so I got to learn all the cool ones. Like, I don't know anything about, like, all, like, the basis of art history. Like, I know, like, all 90s artists and, like, 80s artists.
Well, I wish I'd taken
graffiti art.
I wish I'd taken like a proper art history course at some point, because like in my art class, the art history would be the final 2 weeks before the exam.
Oh my god, it was so obnoxious how they would teach it.
Right, and then you'd have an exam on the art history, and it's like, I know nothing because it was 2 weeks, where we learned like from medieval art to like modern art. And I'm like, I cannot contain all this. I only remember like modern art because that was the most recent lesson.
My intent is sweet revenge. Oh my gosh. Some people have the like worst art teachers. Like Ursula's was kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Mine was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't in like the professional art class. Like I wasn't like part of that program that Ursula was in. Like I was in a program, but I never completed the program.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But I had like the art teacher who kind of taught like the non-artists, so I was always the best one in class because I probably should have gotten into it, but I didn't prepare to get to my I didn't prepare really well to enter the art courses. But I did get into the tech art program. And I didn't realize that I had almost completed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had basically everything except one more course to do, but I just wanted out of school.
Fair. Just get me out.
Just get me out. Because I guess I didn't realize that my graphic design path counted. I also, that was why I went into co-op, was because of that program. Like, I had to do a certain amount of cooperative hours.
Right. That's how you got your first job.
Yeah, co-op being you go work for someone and it counts for school credits, which was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the last of my credits by not even going into school. I would just work.
Mm-hmm. My where I currently work, we work with a lot of the local high schools to like get co-op students, and usually they're in like marketing, which is where I work. And so we get a lot of artists from the high school that Bones and I went to. We're in the art program.
I would have much rather. Actually, that's a lie. I really liked doing embroidery.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, like, all the artists we get, they want to do graphic design, but there's not enough graphic design work where I work because we already have 2 designers, me being one of them. So they're usually doing like data entry for the marketing team, and then I'll usually sit them down and we'll talk about like design.
Portfolio and nepotism.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Get your foot in the door.
Basically.
It's meeting people, which is why the co-op thing was pretty good, because like you just get placed in a place, you get some EXP.
Hell yeah. Totally. But yeah, portfolio, because I remember like it's like if you don't have like a connection anywhere and you're just putting your stuff out there, it's like portfolio and then being a chill person. Because like Apparently before I got my job where I'm at now, they interviewed like a lot of graphic designers, and they were saying like a bunch of people, like the portfolio just wasn't like business focused. Like they found they got a lot of applicants who like they're like, I designed wedding invitations, or like I designed, here's all my class work from college and stuff, and they're like, we want to know if you can like design a website though.
But that sucks because it's so hard to get in.
Totally.
Which is why like things like cups and internships help.
Yep.
Or you do those challenge things on the internet.
Yes.
Yes.
But but apparently they interviewed this one guy, and he was like, apparently they didn't hire him because he was even more meek than I am.
What?
Right.
So it was me.
Yes.
It was me.
It was once okay. But like my last boss, who's very
I just want to say that me and the screen printer never talked ever.
I know.
Yeah.
I think the week that I worked there, I talked more to the screen printer than you did.
Yeah. I remember the first day he showed me like a grumpy cat thing he made. And I was like, oh, I nodded. And then they just never talked ever again.
Oh my god.
We just were very quiet people. Okay, continue your thing.
But my last boss, who was a little intimidating, he said he met... Okay, a lot. He made me cry on several occasions, but never in front of him. He did. But he was saying that, like, he thought the other graphic designer would cry if, like, they ever had a disagreement. And then they hired me, who cries all the time.
It's okay to cry on the job.
That's true. I typically will hide and cry. And I don't really cry anymore now that my boss is really nice.
Yeah, maybe it's a you problem. Mean boss man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fado got fired in front of the entire office.
At my last job, we had office dogs who would come in.
But the neighbor didn't like dogs.
Yeah, we were in a building with other offices, and the other offices complained about having dogs in the building.
They complained about everything. They complained if you clap.
Right. We do like a town hall meeting, which is like the whole company coming together and talking about like the week and stuff and business stuff. And we'd always do it on Fridays at the end of work. So it'd be like Friday, like 4:30 in the evening. And
yeah, I can see your chat messages.
And we'd all clap because like the CEO would announce something, or like we talk about like a deal win or whatever, and everyone would clap and support each other. And we had kudos where we'd say like, oh, John helped me with this, and I just want the company to say thank you to him. So we'd all clap and stuff. And then we got complaints from the neighbors upstairs saying like, you can't clap. It's loud and distracting. And we're like, it's the end of the day on a Friday. Do you really care? Also, our CEO, bless him, he so for a while we weren't allowed to clap anymore during town halls. So we do like quiet claps and stuff. And then apparently he went and he said, screw it. And he said, so we're going to clap at town halls. It's return of the clap. We're all like, no. And he didn't get it. He didn't understand why we were all laughing.
And they didn't want dogs. Even though the dogs were quiet.
Yeah, the dogs were quiet.
I mean, one dog, it makes sense that... like, the one dog that, like, almost bit people, like, I understand, like, sending that dog home.
Yeah.
But, like, a blanket ban on all dogs.
So it'd be fine if it's, like, your dog gets, like, one strike, and then they're gone. Because if it's, like, biting someone or, like, having accidents everywhere, that's not good. Mm-hmm. But, like, there were lots of good dogs. And, yeah, Fado was at the town hall when they announced it. So I was like, Fado, got fired in front of everyone.
Yeah, they were like, why'd you have to fire Fado in front of the whole office? Poor boy. But now he got a new job.
Yes. Now he's office dog at my new work.
Yeah.
Same with Serena. Matica's not allowed because she yells the whole time.
Everyone loves it when you bring Matica, though.
I know. They're like, what? You have this dog? I'm like, yes.
She's the loud dog.
She's the loud one.
If we worked construction, maybe. Yes. Except not. She'd be scared.
But she'll just sit behind me at my desk going like,
Yeah, that's why Madoka never gets to be on the streams.
Yep.
She's just vocal.
She is.
She has a lot to say.
Ursula describing work meetings makes me secondhand bored. Listen.
Ursula's constantly in meetings.
I have so many meetings.
I used to work on machines. And Ursula's like, fix my sewing machine.
Wheels.
And I'm like transported back to work. Like, I never worked on a sewing machine really at all, but I worked on embroidery machines, which are like difficult sewing machines. So I'm like, have you checked the bobbin?
And I'm like, what's the bobbin?
Ugh, I went through so many bobbins, guys.
But thank you for helping me with my sewing project.
It's like Calico is on 9 Point, but Doggo's in the office. They're banned.
We once snuck Fado in. It was like a party at work, and me and a coworker went and got Fado and snuck him in our coat.
Yes. I remember his birthday. He came in with like his little biscuit, and he was running around the office, not sure how to eat it.
Yes.
But didn't want anyone to take it.
No take.
Embroidery machines are a whole mess. Hell yeah, they a mess.
He also, in that office, the bathrooms were like shared in the whole building. So like you had your office, and then out in the hallway is like the bathroom. So like I didn't want to bring Fado in there, even though he'd follow me everywhere, because I'm sure there's people who don't want a little dog watching them pee. so I'd typically like close the office door whenever I'd leave, and he'd sit there crying. But one day, there was meeting rooms in that hallway that had glass walls and a glass door, so like people could see out of them and you could see into the meeting room. And once Fado went into one of these meeting rooms thinking it was like following me and in the same hallway, and then he got stuck at the end of the meeting room, and I kept going to the door, and I just heard no.
I recently learned how to work a sewing machine and made myself an alchemist apron. I felt very proud. You should be proud.
Hell yeah.
Sewing machines are fun once you figure them out.
Mm-hmm.
Let her on the stream. No, we're not letting Madoka on the stream.
She yelled. Also, Fado once tried to jump through one of those glass walls.
Right.
Hit his head so hard.
He thought he was being sneaky.
It's like, I'll get out of here.
So yeah, he tried to like jump over the little like...
Because there was like a little bit of like opaque wall at the bottom.
So he's like, ha ha ha, I'll just jump over this opaque wall, and smashed his head into the glass. Serena does that constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Just walks into walls.
Yes.
They're opaque walls too, so I don't know what she's doing.
Opaque walls. Just like those lenses.
Yep.
Fado's such a stupid baby. I love him.
We all love Fado. He's sweet.
He's got empty head, no thoughts.
He was like, me snack, but jump. So, when I talk about a dumb apron, you pay attention to me, but when I ask you a question, you ignore me. I haven't even been reading the chat, so now I'm definitely not answering your question, Andy, if you're gonna sass me.
No back talk.
No back talk.
See, now at my current work, we kind of have like you have to like dogs to work there. It's in like our job descriptions. And so I can bring Fado into the bathroom and no one cares.
Hell yeah.
Typically they'll be like, "Oh, Fado!"
I mean,
from the stall over.
He likes to visit.
He does.
He doesn't know what he's looking at.
And other people bring their little dogs into the bathroom and stuff.
That's what you're telling me. You've been snuggling other dogs on the toilet.
Listen. One lady has this cute little Frenchie named Bruin, who's the cutest. And she just snuffles everywhere.
It's Fado. Reverse sneezing. I remember when he first reversed sneezed. I'm like, what is happening to you?
Are you okay?
I let Madoka and Serena play outside, and Madoka only played for like 10 minutes and got bored of her.
I know. She's just like, I'm tired, bye. And Serena can play for hours.
Yeah, well, she's 1 year old.
True. She's
Tis the season. Once she's like 2.5, she's gonna chill out.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be like, oh, dogs aren't so bad.
I know. Puppies are a lot. I love them.
Action scenes are
But they're a
hard.
lot.
I suppose I now have something for the critique stream. Well, there you go.
Hell yeah.
I found Magpie through YouTube and I'm enjoying it. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you.
We're never gonna keep it up. Magpie's never gonna get done.
It's over.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Once we finish this 9 point, I think it should go up on Etsy.
Hell yeah.
Ebook style.
Hell yeah.
And then everyone will be like, why isn't it printed? And I'm like, did you fund it? No. With what money?
Listen. Printing takes money. Do Magpie.
R.I.P. Magpie. Trixie and Amanda smooched. What else do you want?
Yeah, it's over.
We haven't watched She-Ra.
Yeah.
Eventually I will.
Hmm.
I'm just really slow. I want book it. I'm sorry. At this point, we figure we're just gonna print it once we finish the whole volume.
Yep. So in 30 years.
I know nothing about commissions, and everyone hates my advice.
Yes.
My advice is just like, don't do them. But like, so there you go. See?
Someone who doesn't like doing them, don't do them.
Yeah.
But do
don't
whatever.
ask us.
Do whatever makes you happy.
We do them for your sake, not for our sake. Right?
Yeah.
Basically, we're like, okay.
See, like, I always think in theory I'm gonna like doing commissions because I'm like, cool, I get to like draw other people's characters and do new designs and stuff. And that part's fun. But then I start to worry of what if I disappoint them? What if it's bad?
And that's why we do the timer commissions.
Yeah.
It's just another thing on the to-do list.
Mhm.
We're boring people who talk about meetings and stuff.
Business, business, business.
Yeah. Well, I like having a stable job.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
nice.
I think it's just because, like, my mom was, like, freelance, and I didn't like that.
Fair.
She didn't like that. I'm like, Ursula wouldn't like this either.
No.
Yeah.
No, I like.
Just
I
do a
like
new Kickstarter? No. I have to do the Avo Kickstarter.
hell yeah. Also, not this year. Not right now.
I mean, Saint Fran is doing theirs, and they're doing fine.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh.
so did Lackadaisy. That one went wild.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know. Whenever I finish Avo, I want to actually have it fully edited and just ready to print.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I want to be faster at completing my Kickstarters.
Yes. It's a good idea.
Hmm.
Make sure we're done the work up front.
Yeah. I started drawing digitally lately on iPad.
Very cool.
Do the Avo. Yeah, I'm going to do the Avo. That's the one I'm going to do next.
Heck yeah.
That's my next Kickstarter project. I think you guys are turning into Jenna Marbers and Julians because you say hell yeah. Oh my god, it's Ursula's fault. Ursula
sorry.
constantly watches Jenna Julian podcast.
It's just relaxing.
Yeah.
It's just chill.
We're getting back into the hell yeah. Because before it was listen,
Listen.
which apparently isn't a Jenna Marbles thing, and
Is
it's just
it?
an us thing,
Is it a-
possibly.
It might be I'm just saying listen in like
A Jenna way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or is that a thing she says?
Listen.
Listen.
Tato, where are you?
Tato.
Potatoes. I'm lurking. Very good.
Cool.
They doing the
Ooh.
hell yeah. Lurker. Luker. Okay, what if we just went on Twitch after this later?
That'd be cool.
And listen to some bops.
Yeah.
Bop, bop, bop. I'll play Sims in the background as Ursula
Boppity boop.
plays on her tablet.
My bleep bloops.
Her bleep bloops finishes 9 point.
Yes.
I don't know how far she is in 9 point. Like, let's be
I'm
real.
at like 36%.
Oh man, you can totally get the the other 66% done. No.
30.
No, 63.
Sorry, 63.
30
Math is
plus
hard.
30 equals
100.
100, exactly.
Math is hard. Okay, should we sign off, or do you want to go the full?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm overheating a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you're overheating, we can stop.
Okay, that's my problem. I want to get off the sweaty couch.
I want to sweat on the couch. I want to do. I want to jog.
Okay,
I want a Noom.
we'll take a little break,
We're gonna do a Noom break, and
Do
then
a
we're gonna
Noom?
tweet.
and we're gonna be on Twitch. So
Yeah.
if you want to watch that later, there should be a link down below in the description.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys later.
See ya. Goodbye.
Thanks for coming.
Leave me alone.
Bye.
Get a job, Fado. That pays.